let's play Last Train Home. I'm No Jumping Please, and we are starting this episode trying to deal with the aftermath of our Moscow mission. We lost our major because of that horrendous attack from the Reds, also known as the Communists. We are in the middle of the Russian Revolution in 1917, and we are a group of Czech soldiers trying to make our way home. Now, we've only encountered the communists or the Reds so far, and it's not been great. So we are going to dive right into it and deal with the aftermath of the Moscow mission. We got a new train. And we need to we have a mission which is reach Pensa. And Pensa is quite far away. Pensa is really far away. We have several towns and scouting missions on our way, so hopefully we'll be able to get some resources. We are in the train station in Moscow. We've commandeered a new train. We no longer have our towing bull that we had before. We now have Locomotive Grandpa. It doesn't bode well with a name like that. We also learned last time that we don't have a hospital car, and we have very little resources. This is everything we have, and we have about 8,000 kilometers to Vladivostok. Now, since we are going to Czechoslovakia, which I think is way over here beyond the red area where there are enemies, I'm going to assume that the route they're going to take is going to be the northern route. So Vladivostok is in harbor, and then you go this way. That's probably simpler than going the south route. Now, the morale of our characters is really low. 10 of them are depressed, and if the lack of morale can cause dissertation, and if morale goes too low, it's just like we lose the game. That's it. End of story. So we need to do something to get morale up. We have 6 idle soldiers. They're not doing anything, so we can probably do something about that. 3 can be promoted. We'll work with that in a bit. And soldiers that can improve their roles. Let's see. We've also got some that place themselves in the train. Andre here is skeptical, religious, dexterous burglar, and an insomniac. So he doesn't sleep well, which so that he might require more rest. But he is also very depressed right now. His will is -1, so work efficiency is lower. He has the skill of an engineer, and he has no soldier skills. So I can't really send him on any missions. So make him engineer. Frantisek Korb is an engineer and scout. He's a new guy. We haven't met him before. He's friendly. He's, nice, religious, lucky. Small chance to insta-kill an enemy, so that's good. If we decide to send him out to war. He's also weak. So his fitness is generally lower. That affects work efficiency of workers, but he's an engineer. Now, the stoking, so that's the drivers. The stoking workers are Jan. He is caring. He genuinely cares for others. Monarchist. Well-trained. And a strong appetite. So he eats more. That's no good. He is a worker and a machine gunner in case I need to send him out into the field. Now, the night shift, we have Rostislav. He is a rifleman and a worker. He's loyal, nationalist, sturdy. So his fitness is stronger, which is good for a worker. And clumsy, which reduces dexterity. work efficiency of doctors and cooks. So that doesn't really matter for my worker. They need fitness and will. Now, engineers, they need intelligence and will. Dominic is also a new character. He's austere. Leniency is a weakness, so he doesn't want you to be extra nice to people. Monarchist, so believes in kings. Tough, so doesn't get killed as easily. And vigorous, recovers faster. And a doctor and a scout. Doctor and scout, that's an interesting combination. I don't have a medical wagon yet, so he has no job. He can only be a soldier at this point, otherwise he'll be idle. Peter is also a new character. Reckless, communist. Wants the same as the Reds, but does not like their methods. Thrill seeker, a reckless thrill seeker. Minus work efficiency. I guess he wants to do interesting things in missions. Charismatic, so people like him, I guess. He is depressed right now, but being a thrill seeker is kind of good for a rifleman. Maybe I'll focus on that. He's also a worker. Camille is vengeful. He does not like the Red. Nationalist, strong-willed, and survivalist. So that's very good for send them out on missions. Camilla, reckless, communist, and a thrill seeker. So we have 2 reckless thrill seekers. So that's not great. Bartolome, entertainer. So he will probably make other people more happy, spreading joy around him. Religious, charismatic, and charisma, work efficiency of cooks, and some combat skill. He is a medic and doctor, so that's a very good, a good trait for a doctor that's going to treat people. Burglar, so if we send him out on missions, he will find extra resources. Chaotic, minus work efficiency, and also, not a good trait. Like, this is a cramped train. I imagine these chaotic characters just doing their things all around and being generally annoying. Pavel, careless, probably already messed something up. I can relate to that. I'm pretty careless too. He is, but he's also gonna break things and lose other people's stuff, I guess. So that's gonna annoy people in this long journey. 8,000 kilometers. That's a long way. Nationalist, thrill seeker. We have a lot of thrill seeker. Makes sense for soldiers to be thrill seeker. Short. So that's good in a battle. Doesn't get hit as much. We can promote these characters. Alfred became a lance corporal and leveled up his scouting abilities. Now, these are the different roles you can give to people, and which the attributes affects which skills you can have. So he has worker and scout. He can get rifleman. He's missing charisma for cook. I could make sure we have some more riflemen because he's a burglar, so I will be sending him out on missions. So being able to switch depending on the needs, I will do this. And dexterity, fitness, and will seems to be the skills I want to focus on. They all need more will, so I will improve that. Critical health, work efficiency, and some combat skills. I will confirm that for Alfred Kraus. He's a jinx, so accidents will happen around him. We need to keep an eye on him because he will just end up in bad situations. Now I don't have a lot of consumables, and I feel like I want to wait until we're in a dire need. Morale is pretty low, but it could be much worse. Joseph, also promoted. our grenadier. He leveled up his grenadier skills. He is clumsy and weak, so maybe he should spend his train time on the trains. But I mean, he's vengeful, so he does not like the Reds. This kind of skills a grenadier needs. They need fitness and intelligence. Now they all need fitness. He has enough fitness though, even though he's weak. Rifleman. I feel like it's good to have several riflemen. He will get more fitness. His base fitness is -1, but he's working really hard. It seems he wants vengeance against the Red, so he is working hard. Simply, he's treated for his injuries, so he's gonna get better. His morale is low. He needs to rest. And Magdalena, she's promoted, became a better medic. She can also be a doctor in the train, and can also become an engineer. I feel like that makes sense for her. And intelligence and charisma and dexterity makes sense for all of them. So I think I will give her some intelligence. And that's that for leveling up. We have some idle soldiers. So these guys can be put in a new squad. If we look at the map, we have some areas that we can visit. So I'm gonna send my train here, send my people out to visit these places. And we have 2 cities. And we have Lake and Timberland. So here we need the Avaricious, and if I'm not wrong, I have 2 people with that trait, so maybe I can make 2 teams for this. And then we need to have Herbalist, Survivalist, and Hunter. For lumber, we just need people, I guess. So I'm gonna make squads. So for one of my squads, I've picked out this team. The reason is I wanted to get this combination of skills: a burglar, a housekeeper, avaricious, so someone that can do some shopping, herbalist, hunter, and survivalist. I think these traits together can make for a good team to send to certain kinds of mission on the world map. I'm hoping this will increase our chances of finding resources. We're so low on resources. So that's the reason I'm confirming this team. Okay, I'm gonna assign a second squad, and I also want them to have the avaricious trait with them. So I'm making it out of this team. I'm trying to find a balance between different skills. Now my clumsy guy is gonna have to continue being a grenadier. I feel like it's not optimal, but maybe in the future he can become something else. I'm gonna add these extra trait that we can give our people that they get from leveling up. And with that, we have 2 new squads. We are going to start by sending our trait. I feel like leaving Moscow behind seems like a high priority. It just breaks my heart to think about what happened there. We lost our train and our major. This is so sad. As we're leaving Moscow, Captain Langer stops to starts talking to us about the dire need of our train. We don't have many beds for our soldiers. We expect to pick up more soldiers along the way. We don't have a very good storage car. We don't have any heating or insulation. And we expect the Reds to treat us poorly along the way, or be a dangerous threat. So we need to fix our train. Captain Langer is giving good advice, even though I don't trust him. I'm gonna stop here. Look at the... Oh dear. We have found scabies. And we need to deal with this. Like, we can't have scabies on a train. It's cramped conditions anywhere. What are we gonna do? This is a choice. Scrub the train, burn the clothes, and anything that can be spared or endure. I feel like cleanliness seems prudent, so I think I'm going to go with scrubbing the train. Everything is scrubbed and washed. Everyone is spending a lot of energy. The train is spotless. We can't maintain this level of hygiene, so scabies returns. But at least we got some good memories. That's something. Increased morale for everyone, reduced stamina. Now I was already low on stamina, so that's bad. Maybe I should like... What's the state of my squad? They're so low on energy. Can I guess I can rest here for a while. Can I improve anything? Using 100 of the 130 metal, we can improve the boiler of our train, which reduces fuel burning speed. It feels like something important to do early on. We don't have a lot of fuel. We need to get some workers on this. And he had 63% work efficiency, which I assume is okay-ish. We have a lot of tired characters. I don't want to put them through this. Since I'm gonna let the train stand still anyway. So for 3 hours, we're gonna work on this train. Moving over to the night shift now. Oh, only workers can do this. They need to be workers to be able to do repairs. I feel like it's worth doing the repairs now so that we can get some well-needed rest for our soldiers. We have 8 tired people and 8 depressed soldiers. That's just not great. No, what's happening? 5 people are tired. Our train got an improvement. I'm gonna put a stoker here. It's gonna be Rostislav because we don't need any repairs right now. So that our train can drive even at night. What is the state of you guys? I think you have enough energy to go to Malino. Select squad. We need one avaricious character. We plan on sending him here later on, so we need the guys with Hunter, Survivalist, and Herbalist. This here doesn't need anything other than energy, and this needs avaricious. So, as for squads, I think this one goes south. They can do that. Hope the energy will be enough. And the other squad will go to there. So it will take 2 energy, but they have the beneficial trait, so that's good. Because I need to buy stuff, like I don't have anything. Now this merchant has some stimulants, some first aid kits, and some medical kits. I feel like having access to medical kits seems important. I don't have any food. How much money do I actually have? I have 2,000, but I feel like medicine is the most important thing to get. I accepted that. Let's send this group here, reroute to energy. And the group here, what can they buy? Oh, there's some food. Goulash gives morale and removes hungry. I have 1,000 money. Food is expensive. Okay, the food improves different skills as you eat them, so that's good to know. I don't have a lot of money though, so I feel like I don't want to use all of it. And then I'm gonna send this squad to the lake. I will also send our train to meet up at the lake to conserve as much energy as I possibly can, because I still have 8 people that are tired. While waiting, I'm gonna try to upgrade something. Now I can increase the capacity of our train. We need to assign some workers. Now, the more workers you assign, the faster it'll go. So that's why I'm assigning 3 this time. Since they're not doing anything else, I'm just expending energy. I'll just have to remember to put them back where they belong later on. Camille is quite an interesting character. He's been in a Russian prison and he's missing fingers. I didn't expect that. We got 94 lumber, so that is great, and we're gonna send them home. There, our storage became slightly better. We have 3 infantry cars, and we can improve them in various ways. We can make more living space, comfortable living, so that they're not as unhappy. We can build a stove for insulation. We can improve insulation, and we can improve endurance. We don't have the resources for everything. I feel like adding living spaces. I'm gonna do that for more than 1 car. We got 6 more living spaces, so these 2 have been upgraded. I need to remember I couldn't do this. Oh, and I have very little food. Report from the lake. The lake was full of fish. We got 26 fish. That's perfect. 48. I consume 36 food per day. I currently have 48. I think I might wanna do something about rations. They're already depressed, so I don't know. It feels cruel to put them on rations already, but maybe I can make them. Let's see what Colomna gives and see if after that, if I have enough money, get some more food, and or I might improve their morale. Their morale is not quite as bad. I like this, that the train auto stops in cities that we visit. The local doctor can treat my sick and injured with negative status such as injured or ill. So no one needs my help. They are actually in fairly good condition. Now, in this town, I can do 3 things. I can also shift the train composition, so maybe I don't want to have the locomotive up front. I can change that or whatever. But right now, I'm quite happy with my composition. And then I can check the merchant if there's anything we can get. I don't want to sell anything, and I can't really buy anything. Nothing more on this side of the river. Which river is it? Can't see. Fortunate. Would have liked that. But I will cross because I just need to loot everything I can get my hands on. I have nothing. And then we'll go to this town, and from here I think I'll go use this area as a base to see what I can do. It's so beautiful with the lighting and the environment. Like here we can see it's dawn with the pink. I'm gonna stop here and wait a little bit for them to become less tired. I feel like it's risky to send them out and expensive to use the resources. So I'm gonna wait a couple of hours. Yeah, both the beneficial traits, they will go to Gordona and then to Saraysk. I'm gonna assume that in the future we get better, like the ability to research and a hospital car and so on. But right now I have nothing. I'm just gonna have to try to survive with my old grandpa. Oh, grandpa. Now, some of the beneficial traits we got made us find herbs. That's good. And we got some coal, which is a fuel, and cigars. Coal, herbs, cigars, and vodka. Perfect. I think I'm not gonna buy anything here. Now you can see on the symbols what kind of place this is. When we have this, you can buy things. When it looks like broken houses, I'm gonna assume it means that it's abandoned. This with the scales means it's a town, forest, and lake. forest you can get wood, and from lakes you can get food, so these seem important to visit. Okay, no more negative traits. They seem to be rested. All right, in this town we got a report that the Reds have a training camp somewhere, and we found the location of this. People are being recruited to join the Reds and apparently queuing to get the chance to join. Now we are not happy about the Reds, so we got this quest too many to count, and we get to decide later on if we want to send soldiers there to deal with it, because they're an immediate threat. Let's see, we have a pub. Increase morale. I can't afford to have a drink with everyone, but that would improve morale for everyone, which would be a good thing, because I need to reduce rations. So I'm gonna sell something. I'm gonna sell 50 herbs, giving me some money. I don't know that if I'll probably regret that later, but for now that's what I can see that I have. That way I can take my crew to the pub. I took a drink with everyone, I talk, and they're happy. With that, I'm gonna change half rations. I can do this for a while until I get more food. I'm gonna edit the squad here. Now the reason for editing it like this is because this needs burglar and housekeeper, and I feel like sending that kind of team. And from there, they can also go there. Now the other squad, it's beneficial to have the other traits, so it's a good reason to split them. We found an obstruction. We need to do something about this. It takes 2 hours. So we're just gonna have to wait. We got food, so we can probably take people off half rations, and we got herbs. That's good. I like that. And then we can send people to the lake. Full rations. Actually, I'm gonna recall this squad, because I think it's better for them to go home and rest. They're tired and need to replenish their energy, so it's better for them to be sent home. And then, okay, what did we get? We got some medicine, we got first aid kit, stimulants, and cloth. Perfect. We got some wood, we can move the train again. We got more food, we can send our squad, but we have 6 people who are tired again. For now, I'm gonna upgrade this. He's busy stoking, but he's fairly good at this. He's 79% work efficiency, and he is 78. So let's do this. It takes 1 hour, and resting for an hour I think is good. Can we do anything with the train? No, we cannot. Can we do anything with our storage car? We can put mouse catcher. I think that might be a good idea. Rotislav became a better worker. That's good. Means his fitness improved. He has a new role available, but he doesn't actually meet the requirements for any role. What are his traits? Clumsy, sturdy, nationalist. I feel like I'm happy with him being a worker and focusing on that. I'm not going to give him a new role. I don't know. I'm not sure I understand the point of this. Okay, 2 hours there and 1 hour there. Let's see what we get this time from exploring an abandoned village and fishing at the lake. We need just everything we can get. We got metal and some fuel. Okay, we can get fishing report. Oh, food and herbs. Not a lot of food, but some. Okay, we improved our grandpa a little bit again. We improved its chassis so that it has a bit more durability, and my train is slightly better than it used to be. And all my men are back, and we're on our way to Rizhak, where there is smoke in the village, so I'm going to assume things happened there that we'll find out about. I don't know, but I think this is a good spot to make a cut, and we'll see what happens to us next time. We've gotten 2 missions. We have a Red Army camp, and we're on our way to Penza. The Red Army camp we learned about during this mission, and we have some different places to visit. We are really, really low on resources, so we need to just try to get our hands on everything we can. So we're going to stop at every place to get the resources we can, and we're going to try to improve the train as much as we can on our way. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you next time.